what's going on, guys? Dude, it's Saturday, April 4th, and I'm actually starting on time. Things are good. Waffle is squeaking his toy in the background.
He's very happy. He just ate.
Kat is in the background also. She's working on, you're coloring a graphic novel right now, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So she is working on 100 pages of colors over there. So I'll let her work. I'm sure she'll chime in every now and then. Be all good. Let's see. Let me make sure all my buttons are where they're supposed to be. And for anybody who's watching the show later afterwards, we do have a Kickstarter that's still going on. It is for Zen Intergalactic Ninja Bounty Wars number 3. We want to support it because our very own NIRA-X Cyberangel is a guest star. This is I believe in myself that I copy pasted the link in the description of the video. So that's a little look there at the Kickstarter book. We need your help, need your support. If you've already backed, that's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Sharing the link, browbeating your friends and family members to also support is now approved. So anyways, thanks, guys. Glad you're hanging out with me again on a Saturday night. I'm going to jump over to the chat real quick and see who is with us tonight. Make sure I don't fall behind. I got 2 pieces. Now, these are the catch-up episodes, as you might have seen from the cover that I had on the video. So what I'm doing is, and this is not really for you guys that are here live with me, because I think almost everybody here, is part of our group. So you guys know what's going on. But there will be other people watching who don't know what we do every Saturday. So we do some live drawing, live sketching every Saturday, and I've fallen behind. So I'm taking pieces that are already spoken for, and that's what we're going to be working on. So about an hour or so, we'll work on one piece, and about an hour or so, we'll work on a second piece. And we're just working our way through the list. So this is actually one of Kevin's pieces. Kevin Green in the house. And I think this one's going to be a little bit not safe for work, so I won't be able to ink everything. But there's plenty to ink until we get to any of those parts. And then this one is Ken Behan's artwork, and this is actually the last one on his list to get worked on. So we'll work on this one for a little while, and then at midnight, at the end of the show, I did bring some goodies for a little art auction in case anybody would like to take something home. I've got 3 pages. Well, I've got 3 pieces of art, put it that way. So I'll just give you a quick little peek. I've got this 11 by 17. I like drawing these freestyle ink brush pieces. So I got this. I got a techno dolphin, and I've also got a second piece, which is a dragon. And then this third piece was a lot of fun because I drew it. I actually I inked it on this Japanese paper that I can only describe as tissue paper. It's so thin. It's like this fancy, extra thin, artsy paper. So I drew a cool little techno mermaid, little cyber mermaid on this one. And I got some little extra goodies that I'm going to put along with these too. So we'll group them up. So these are going to be the 3 categories, but I'm going to include like a Cortana sketch. Obviously, I'm centering it because it needed to be centered. I got a Vampirella sketch. So this will probably go with the dragon. This will probably go with the other piece. And that's what we have for our auction at the end of the night. And I might throw in a couple issues of something. So we got a couple things to have fun with tonight. So let me set these off to the side so I can keep these safe. I'm sure I'll have to break them out again a little bit later when some more people hop into the chat and they missed our little announcement of what was going on tonight. So I'll probably have to recap a little bit so that way they know what's going on. So let's find out who's in the room with us. I'll get caught up on the chat, and then we're going to start inking tonight. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Thanks for being here. Chris Dehan, what's up, dude? Saying hello to everybody. He says, waiting to see what the mouse is working on tonight. There you go, dude. It's we got a lot to catch up on, but I'm excited about that. I'm really, really happy that that we're working on the catch-up episodes. That way we'll have a nice clean slate to work on as the summer, either in the middle of the summer or right after the summer. We're going to have a nice clean slate so we can start a brand new list. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And it'd be great to not be behind, because I don't like it when people are waiting on their pieces for too long. A little bit behind is okay, but we got very far behind, so we want to make sure we get all caught up. Let's see. Will there be a bunny sketch tonight? This is about as close. This is about as close to a bunny sketch as we'll be getting tonight. Let's see. Kevin says, first of all, thank you, Kevin, for being here. You notice that you have your piece of artwork right here. Kevin says, of course, we need a Playboy bunny, right? I like how you guys think. That would be cool. Yep. You guys are sharing a brain cell with me. Let's see, this will be the third day of live streams. I know. It's like, because we've got the Kickstarter going, and I also got an impromptu invite to be on SketchUp. So this is 3 nights in a row that I'm live streaming. What? So luckily, I am not exhausted, because I would assume I would be pretty exhausted at this point. Let me get a little swig of water. That's better. But yeah, 3rd night in a row, dude. Like, keeping me busy. Like, how many days are you going for? Well, this is I'll take Sunday, Monday off from live streaming. But I'll be working the whole day at the table, working on catching up and working on the Zen Bounty Wars issue that's on Kickstarter right now. Still got a lot of work to do on that. And that's
taking a break for Easter food.
Oh, well, yeah. Kat is reminding me that I am taking a break tomorrow to be with my family so I could steal some food for Easter. So the mouse house will be hanging out here, cooking some food and having a nice time, chilling out. See, Kevin says, I think Bill needs to keep going and give us a week straight of twisted drawings. Ken Albury, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us. Let's see, I vote for something we haven't seen before in a long while. Well, Ken, that's one of the things. We can't do the episode the way we normally do, so we're not throwing around ideas for new sketches tonight.
Yeah, well, it sounds like he wants to see a sketch they don't remember.
Well, I'm randomly reaching into the magic shelf, and the piece that comes out is the piece that I'll be working on. So these are the pieces that came out for tonight. So as soon as I get caught up, and this is gonna be going on for the next at least 2 months, probably 3 months of live streams. Yeah. Oops, here we go. I missed one. Ken says there. What's up, dude? Let's see. I think he's still doing catch-up streams for a while. Thank you very much. Maybe we can get him to do one though. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. That's true. We'll do a bit of inking. Well, I don't want to pencil in something brand new tonight, because then that's something that I'll have to turn around and ink, and then it'll be part of the list, and it goes to the back of the line. Christiane says, I'm willing to listen to them. Let's see. Hope he has the pencils stocked up though. Oh yeah. I've got extra pencils, got extra pens, ready to go to work. Let's see. Kevin says, do one of a certain cyber sinful angel. Let's see. Ken says, I think it's going to be inking older pieces. You are correct, Zen. I will call you Ken Zen from now on time, because I just called you Zen. That's what happens. You know what happens is, like, I read a thing, but I'm reading the next thing so I could click it, and I accidentally called you Zen because your name is Ken and it ends with a Z. But you're right, dude. Yeah, I'm going to be inking older pieces. These are pieces that are all spoken for. And then at the end of the night, the pieces that I showed off were pieces that were already finished that I have in my archive or that I take to shows and stuff. So those are the ones that I'm able to auction off if anybody would like them. So that's all good, all good. Michael, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Awesome. Very, very cool. Kevin says, let's see, I won't mind seeing some special pieces being worked on. Excellent. Ken Albury says, I find pillow violence offensive. Oh no. We're going to have a domestic dispute tonight, my friends. Courtney, what's up? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Awesome, awesome. Let's see, Malka wants to be a bad bunny. Just saying. Saying hello to everybody. So glad you're here. That's awesome. Thank you, Ken. It's not right. It's not complete until you say evening, gents. Some person, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out tonight. Saying hello to everybody. Very, very cool. Kevin says, how graphic is the novel? Now, it's a straightforward novel. It's I don't know what the story's about. And actually, you know what? She's not allowed to really show off the pages because it's one of those projects for a publisher that you can't really show off the book until it's ready to be on a store shelf or they give her the okay.
This is an independent person, so it's not a specific company or like a specific thing.
Gotcha. But you still can't show off the artwork unless you get permission, right?
Correct, because this is all in production work.
Yeah.
Can't show behind the scenes movie stuff without permission.
That's it.
But it's on a completely unrelated project.
Ken Albury is saying, hello, Mirror Universe Ken. Vida Alte, what's up, my friend? I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Buenas noches. All the way from Virginia over here. Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Awesome. Hope you enjoy the artwork. Very, very cool. Let's see. Ken says, what's up, Omega? I know Ken Omega. Kevin says, I knew it, Courtney. I knew she wanted to be seen, but as Bad Bunny, I wonder if she can sing. I'm sure she has great lungs. Let's see. Ken says, ¿Cómo você está esta noite, Vida Alte? Wow. Check you out. Do you actually know? Are you fluent? Are you Googling some stuff? Because that's actually very impressive. Very impressive, my friend. I love our group, man. I love our group. Courtney says, a Bad Bunny, not the Bad Bunny. Don't worry, Courtney. I'm not going to draw you as Bad Bunny. As a Bad Bunny, now that we'll put on the list. That would be good. I know, right? Let's see. Ken Albury says, ketchup episode. He's drawing condiments in bikinis. Si no habla español. Señor Kevin, tú no sabes hablar el español, mi amigo. Tú no sabes. Let's see. A little not safe for work. Oh, a lot. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. 2017, that is an old piece. I know, right? Holy smokes. Where does it say 2017? We didn't draw this in 2017. You're crazy. Cortana sold. Yes. Very cool. Yeah, Cortana's going to get grouped with one of those other pieces. So you get like little art packages. So I think like the 3 pieces will come with like 2 of them will come with like a piece of art, and then that third one, whichever one that one is, will come with the two comic books, which are actually one of them is a comic, like an anthology, like zombie kind of thing, and the other one is a pinup book starring Dean Yeagle's Mandy character, and we all love Dean stuff. Why, Kevin, 2017 was just oh wait, damn it, I'm old. It was last year, Rip Van Winkle. I know, right? Shouldn't the scribe be on the bed? Maybe a Playboy bunny? We need cute, sexy, not scary. Christopher Bouchard in the house with us. Awesome. He says, what's up, Bill and chat? Very, very cool. Glad you're hanging out with us, dude. Some person says hello, very, very cool. Ken says, about to maybe do a sketch for auction, but everyone knows that it'll be a pencil sketch and not ink, so there can be it'll be an Easter goodie. Well, maybe we'll ink these for a little while, and maybe we'll do an Easter related sketch at the end. Maybe we'll try to fit that in. So we got 2 pieces we'll work on, and then maybe one fresh one to celebrate Easter. Why not? That could be a thing. Well, we'll see if we have enough time. Christopher says hello. Very, very cool. Kevin says, did you draw that Zen in the car window, Bill? No, I actually didn't. That was my son. He drew it. He's advertising our Kickstarter all over the city right now. He's out there tagging his windows on his car so he can advertise our Kickstarter. He's doing his part to support the family. Let's see, the 2017 piece is the one on the Japanese paper. Oh, yeah. I've had that one for a bit. These have actually been in my portfolio. Sometimes I take them to shows and sometimes I don't. It just all depends on how we've, what we're traveling with and what we got to carry. So yeah, this is one of the auction pieces for tonight. Yeah, 2017, dude. Let me see when this one was. This one is 2025. And then the dolphin is also 2025, so not too long ago. But yeah, a lot of pieces that I'll take back and forth to different shows or galleries or whatever. They'll go back and forth. They'll travel back and forth in my archive, and sometimes I'll take them to shows, and sometimes I won't. So sometimes they hang on and hang out with me for longer than expected. So I'll tell you what. Let's start working on Kevin's piece first. We'll get some ink on here and have some fun. There we go. Let me get a pen I can trust. There we go. We'll get a little bit closer here, so that way we can see what we're doing. Yeah, I can't believe that it's Easter already. Good God, it's like the year is going and going. I was kind of catching all of this Artemis news. I guess we're going to see the moon tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? I got to look that up. There we go. Let me just get a little expression on her face here. And then I'll go back. I'll put some lines down and I'll go back and forth. Make sure I don't fall behind with you guys. Always a good idea to draw Mercy. You know we love Mercy. But Lord have mercy. There we go. We just get this little bit here, and then we'll go back to the chat and see where you guys are. Let's see. Ken says, if you use the Japanese pencil on the Japanese paper, will the universe explode? No, the universe will become aligned. It will align together using the proper tools with the proper tools. always have the added challenge when we're doing the show is I have to draw around the camera. I could put the camera in a much better spot for me to work, but at the same time, you wouldn't be able to see what's going on very well. So that's like, what's the point of that? But it's cool. It's all part of the do it for the love of the game. I love that we're able to do this. So I will just figure out a way to be comfortable with working around the camera. It's actually not that hard. Let me see. Let me grab another pen here. Let's see. Ken is saying you should strap a camera to your forehead. I don't know. I think everybody would get motion sickness if I ended up doing that. I'm looking back and forth. I'm looking up and down. It'd be like the monkey cam. It's like, don't get me wrong, it will be hilarious, but I don't think it'll be a good watching a drawing experience. Get the bill cam. I'll get the pencil cam. I'll strap a tiny webcam to the side of my pencil here. I'd have to put a warning at the beginning of the video. It's like, people with epilepsy, please do not watch my video. It's going all over the place.
That's not what that is, but...
Oh, I'd have to put flashing lights on my pen. That's what it was.
Motion sickness, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what the warning is for motion sickness, but I'd have to put it on there. You'll be experiencing G-forces with your art viewing evening. I'm glad you liked the update on your piece, Ken Zazer. I had to send it to him via Facebook Messenger because no amount of Post-it notes would make it safe for YouTube. But when it's all finished, though, I'm going to be posting it on our Patreon page. So, you guys are still going to be able to see it. Okay, let me grab a different pen, a little different plumage. There we go. And just so you guys know, too, when San Diego Comic-Con rolls around, we're going to have a really, really fun video. I'm almost positive we won't be able to do it live because it's very hard to get signal to do things live from inside the convention center. But we are going to be taking video. Ken Zazer, Kevin Green, myself will be over at the Committed Comics booth at an appointed time, which I don't know quite yet. And we're going to have a huge unboxing of artwork and stuff. So we're going to, yeah, it's going to be a huge delivery. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that is something to look forward to. I know I'm looking forward to it. So you can expect to see some fun videos coming out of San Diego Comic-Con in July when we all head out there. It's gonna be a good time. There we go. Let me give this pen a little bit of a break. Kevin says, "Oh, an update on something naughty. We need to see it." Yeah, actually, you know what? I could send it to you, Kevin, or Ken could send it to you. It's hard for me to send things right now, but I will post it. You know, I could post a progress pic of it on the Patreon page. I could do that. That way we can see it. Everybody that's in the group over on our special secret Patreon club. Let's see. Let me guess. Mercy is dreaming of that feather duster being used on her by someone close to her. Could very well be. We're going to Committed to drive Tom crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Ken says, Courtney said that she should have some drool coming out, but I think it could be misconstrued. It's a possibility. I don't think Kevin would disapprove. Let's see. I won't know what my availability is until Wednesday, day of, when I get my assignment schedule. Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, we're gonna play it by ear. I know that I'm gonna be back and forth between Tom's Table, which is going to be in small press, and also booth 2001, which is going to be the First Comics booth. So I'm going to spend most of my time probably at Tom's Table. I'll be at Committed Comics for a couple of short runs because we're going to be doing a signing there, and we're also doing some promoting. But then I'm sure I'll be back over at Tom's Table because I may be drawing commissions and things like that, or doing sketches at the table. So I'll probably spend a bulk of my time at the Committed Comics Table. We'll see what the space is looking like and what everybody else's schedule is looking like. So that'll tell me what I'm allowed to do. But I am definitely looking forward to it. Oops, I'm off the edge of the camera there. There we go. There we go. Almost got the outer shape of her hair here, so that way I can start filling that in. A lot of fine tuning happens when you're inking. All the final little decisions and stuff. There we go. Starting to get a little shape on there. Awesome, awesome. See, Kevin was saying, drool? Are we sure it's drool? Christopher says, I like how my commission looks so far. I'm so happy, dude. I'm so happy. We were working a lot on the Kickstarter this past week, so I kind of slowed down a little bit. Your piece is almost finished, though. It is almost there. Let me see here. Where is your piece? I got my stack of drawers right here next to me. This is how Christopher's piece is looking right now. So we're getting close, my friend. My plan was to finish it up this past week, and it just got away from me a little bit. But you know, that's what the next few months is all about. It's all about catching up. So, with that being said, I'm going to shoot for having Christopher's piece completed and everything this week, and then I'll be able to show everybody a cool pic. I'll make a good scan. There we go. You got the best group, dude. You got the best group. After we get all caught up, I'll have some fun announcements, some fun projects, some fun things that are coming soon. So I am excited about getting caught up so we can do that. Let's see, for anybody who's on the East Coast, we are going to be at a show on, let's see, April 18th. We're going to be in Ocean City. Spending the weekend at Ocean City. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Bit of business here. Need some more little pillars. This was a little homage. I might have to put something on here like after Frank Miller or something, because it's definitely an homage to the opening page from Sin City. If I remember correctly, a dame to kill for. So I'll have to put after FM here somewhere. I like that overhead view of the bed for that opening sequence. This is classic stuff. All right, let me let this sit here for just a second. Night Phoenix Press. What's up, dude? What's up, Nate? Nate says, small press table. I haven't heard of that in years. I know, right? Yeah, San Diego. Yeah, he'll be, Committed Comics will be in small press. There's a section for artists, and actually, it's like, it's upsetting to me a little bit, is that Artist Alley has been shrinking over the past 10 years or so. So there's Artist Alley area, there's small press area, there's an area for the larger publishers, and then of course this goes bananas from there. San Diego is just so big. The show is so huge. Kevin says, "Wait, I just realized she got her head between pillows." Whose? Dan, what's up, dude? Dan San, Argo Comics, my friend. Let's see. Dan says, looked it up. Ocean City is in Maryland. Darn it. Yeah, it's a little far up north from Florida, dude. Yeah, that's a bit of a drive. That's a bit of a drive. But you know what? We are going to be in Charlotte for Heroes Con, right, Kathy?
Yes.
So we're going to be in what month is that?
June.
June. So if you guys are going to be at Heroes Con in Charlotte, that's a bigger show. A lot of our East Coast friends do make it out to Charlotte. Charlotte's a lot closer to Florida. Maybe we'll see you in Charlotte, dude. That'd be awesome. Yeah, June. We added a few more stops on our tour this year. Kevin says, she's my very own Goldie. Even if she is in black and white. This is true. Oh, you know what? Sin City was in black and white too. Ken says, Mercy should totally have a NIRA-X body pillow. Right? Well, she's got her little scribe pillow. But who knows? As we keep on adding more ink to the piece, who knows what I may or may not accidentally add, or in this case, take away. A lot of her maid outfit is going to go bye-bye. And I may actually add some more solid blacks and shadows and stuff to this piece. It'll be a little bit more of a tribute to the original if I had actually added some more chunky shadows and things to it. Always try to get all these little holding lines in there first, and then we can work on the little details on the inside. It's always fun. Let's see, let me get a brush. Let's see, Kevin says, you should have seen WonderCon. So much empty space. Oh, no. So much empty space and so many booths that no one showed up to. Oh, my gosh. Are you serious? About 60 booths? What? That's desolation right there. 60 booths without people? They could have made such a big artist alley if they had more notice of this. Wow. I wonder if the people that didn't show up, I mean, like legit found out themselves like at the last second or something. A lot of times not, right? It's like, wow, that's awful, dude. I feel bad that happened to him. That's got to be a nightmare for the showrunner.
Was it because of the flight delays and everything that happened? Like,
You know what?
got stuck?
Yeah, Kat's asking. I'm not sure if you guys can hear Kat in the background, but she's asking a pretty good, legit question, which is, did it have anything to do? You think, in your opinion, did it have anything to do with all of these flight delays?
That's a lot of people all at once.
Yeah,
Because WonderCon was just recently, wasn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, WonderCon was just was it recently? Recently, like was it this past weekend? Because I wasn't really keeping track of WonderCon. Make Scribe into a NIRA-X.
Scribe in NIRA's outfit.
I'll put Scribe inside NIRA's outfit. Ken Albury says Artist Alley at ECCC this year was decent, but the aisles were way too narrow. Yeah, sometimes that happens. That's the same people set up every single year for a show, but sometimes like the space doesn't work out right. Or I've noticed that kind of thing has happened. Sometimes the aisles are like, I mean, you want to have more space, but there's a couple of shows that we've gone to where the aisles were actually too big. It felt too spacious, where like it made
nobody knew where to go.
Yeah, it's like nobody knows how to the flow. There's no flow of traffic
because they threw everyone into a field. Is how it felt.
Yeah, it's like into a cornfield. No, into a wheat field. But that sucks when the owls are too skinny though, because people bunch up and stuff, and it's like that makes it really bad. But I've seen that kind of thing happen often enough. Courtney says, "I wonder if that Scribe doll vibrates." I'm gonna draw a couple like little batteries next to him, like extra batteries, because I am 100% certain that Scribe doll vibrates. As Ken says that Kevin has great ideas. Yes, he does. It's very possible. I'll just we only have a few more minutes on this one anyway, so I'll ink a little bit more on this side, and then we'll see. Maybe I will add NIRA somewhere in this image. That might be a good idea. This is Kevin's piece after all. I can add something in there if he wants it in there. Let's see. Kevin says, I blame it on the TSA issues. Oh, there you go. That's just, we're kind of thinking it wasn't just because people canceled because they didn't want to attend the show for some reason or something like that. It was an outside interference kind of situation. Let's see. So TSA issues and the fact that C2E2 was going on, PAX East and Planet Comic Con at the same weekend. Wow. So this was last weekend, Kathy. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's a lot going on at the same time. And those are shows that people travel to. It's not, like a show that you go to because it just happens to be close.
Yeah, those are ones people prepare for like all year.
Yeah. They prepare, they travel. A lot of people come from far away. Like C2E2, people come from all over the place. I haven't been to PAX East.
David wants to go so bad.
Does he? Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's like, no, I missed it.
No. Well, every year, hopefully, we'll be adding a few more appearances, so that way there's more shows on our list on our travels. Let's see. Kevin is saying no scribe in NIRA clothing. We already wonder why he had an outfit for Mercy once upon a time. That's true. He just had it lying around, didn't he? The characters are the characters, man. I don't even. I'm just the messenger. They are who they are. Let's see. Ken says that's a lot of cons, and it didn't help that people were attending Con, the convention about conventions. What? Ken says that doesn't exist, by the way. But I wouldn't put it past them. I was this close to freaking Googling it or something because it sounds like something that somebody would probably do. That outfit was his. Eek! So you know what Scribe does on Oasis Vegas stays in Oasis Vegas. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we don't know what Scribe does on his weekends. It kind of reminds me of those. There's a certain kind of character that you always see in anime, like the crazy old guy character. I kind of picture that being him. He sees a hot chick and his nose just starts bleeding or exploding. Well, at least we'll get some of these ruffles here, and I'll get a little drop shadow going, so that way we see what space the bed is taking up here. There we go. Putting these little deep shadows in the ruffles, it just makes it look lush. There we go. We'll let that sit for just a second. Kevin is saying Con. I thought that would be about reformed criminals. They'll teach you how to con other cons. That's ex-con. My God. Dude, you deserve 2 points for that one. I want to make a sign for that one. Let's see, Michael says, I saw that those cons were all at the same time. I told my wife there would be attendance issues. Yeah, dude, it's like, those are all like big shows that people actually talk about all year. And all happening at the same time. You have to pick between one. I mean, it's got to affect one or two of the shows, you know. It's like it's got to affect things back and forth. But the on top of everything, that stuff that was happening at the airports between TSA and canceled flights and all those shenanigans. Yeah, that's adding insult to injury. Ken says then there's also Con, the convention about listening to negatives about a thing. I'll play the devil's advocate to my advocate of the devil. Oh. I know. Kat actually looked at me and went, huh? What?
What?
It's to make you think.
No.
The one thing Yoda said, that I will take to my grave to make you think.
That was a Robot Chicken episode.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yoda did say it.
Yoda did say it, but it was on Robot Chicken. You know what? Does that say something that the most wisdom I've ever gotten from Star Wars came from an episode of Robot Chicken? That says something. I don't know what it says, but it speaks volumes. I'll figure it out. It said something. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge.
I'm just here to think.
Ken is saying sorry about that one. Ken Albury says, Con. I thought that was about Star Trek villains. Oh my gosh. I can just imagine everybody gathering in the middle of the hall and just screaming Con for a really long time. And then they all just go home. I'll leave you trapped in the middle of this empty convention, buried alive. I see Kevin is saying, do they do the can at the con? I don't.
Oh, I was gonna bring up can.
See, Kat was thinking the same thing you were thinking. Ken says that's a no. Kevin says, just let them jiggle the cans. Paul, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Awesome. He says, hey, all, sorry I'm late. Busy as heck. In a fun way today. Very, very cool. Well, I'm glad you're here, dude. We're having some fun. We're inking, this is Kevin's piece from who knows how long ago. So we're catching up on Kevin's artwork. And then we're about to start working on Ken Behan's artwork. That'll be our second hour, and then we've got some fun auction goodies for tonight. So I'll break those out in a few minutes, and I'll do a quick little recap. Since you just came in, you didn't see it from before, so I'll let you see what we got going on tonight for our midnight auctions. Let's see. Kevin says, "I hope she's got a smile." Yes, of course. And Paul says, "Wow, nice piece. I don't recall this one being made." Yeah. This was I actually forget which episode this was on, but this was Kevin's piece. And then the next one coming up is the pillow fight, and this one belongs to Ken Behan. So we'll start working on that one a little bit tonight, also. And we've got other pieces that are getting close to being finished. Like, let me see. I'm gonna reach up here. I'm gonna grab Christopher's again because since you came in, you didn't see it from before. So I got the Julie Strain in her Fat 2 costume. Yeah, I got some other ones sitting over there, but I got to get the Post-it notes for some of these. Kevin says it's from around Valentine's Day. Yep. That makes sense. That makes sense with the theme and the bed and everything. Yep. Paul saying it's gorgeous pick. My word probably went for a bunch. Thank you, dude. I'm glad you like it. This one came out pretty cool, and it's like a little bit of an homage to Frank Miller's Sin City, which that's the part. I'm glad that we kind of snuck that part in there with the heart bed and all that. So it made it a lot of fun. Kevin says we can find out if we look back at the formerly live stream, at the non-live stream. Let's see. Paul says I recall the pillow fight. Nothing can make me forget that. Yeah, excellent. There you go, Paul. Let's see. Ask and you shall receive. All right. We'll put a little bit more work into this one. Let's see. Which way do I want to go with it? Let's see. Let's finish up this little work here. Different tools for different jobs. I love using the brush whenever I can, but the other pens give you so much more control. for other things. Yeah, I like how this is coming along. I'm glad you saw that that tag on the car. That was a good surprise for tonight. I was just like, you know what? That's how you support. That's how you promote a Kickstarter. Paint it on the window of your car. Let's grab one more little bit here. And make sure that this is kind of straight before I ink in the border here. Are you straight? Okay. The rolling ruler, one of the best inventions ever in mankind's history. There. All right. Didn't want to have that be all crooked, so. So at least we'll get the border in here. We know where we're headed with everything. There we go. Feather duster there. This little layout worked a lot better with this border going around it, so I liked having it on there. All right, Kevin. This is as far as this one's going for tonight, but a lot of progress. So I'm happy that we made some leaps and bounds here. So let's start working on the pillow fight. Actually, you know what? Before we start working on the pillow fight, which this is the pillow fight right here. Let me pull this back a little bit. There we go. Get this light here. So you got evil Nira about to pounce on Nira with a pillow. And you got Allura. Allura's down on the ground, so this is good. So for anybody who's hopped in recently onto the show, these are the pieces around midnight. We're going to do a little art auction. So we've got this is like some cool Japanese, like very thin tissue paper that I did this red ink brush drawing on. So I got this cyber mermaid. I got a cyber dolphin. Cyber's theme with these two. And then I've got a cool dragon. I always love drawing dragons. But we also have some extra little goodies. So I may as well group these together now, so that way we know what's going with what. So you know what? I have this Vampirella sketch, which is gonna go with the dragon. So Vampirella with the dragon. I'm gonna keep those together, so that way we know what's what. This Cortana sketch is going to go with the dolphin. So I'll keep these guys together. And then I have got this mermaid pick. And the mermaid pick is going to come with 2 issues. So one is Zombies versus I only did the cover for this one. It's like an anthology, short stories, kind of tongue-in-cheek zombie stories, but I did the cover for it, so I'll sign that for you. And then there's a Mandy pinup book that has, and there's nudes in the pinup book here. It's just a regular cover. And I got another pinup on the inside, but it's pinups from a lot of different artists. So let me go ahead and put that off to the side here. So those are the 3 little groups of things that we'll be auctioning off tonight, and that's going to be around midnight. But for the moment, we get to work on Ken's piece for a little bit. Ken Behan, not Ken Alpha, not Ken Beta. Kevin says, this layout, she's happy. Night Phoenix says, that's rice paper in it. I think it's rice paper. It came, I got a pack of paper. I've got like a few different kinds of paper in the back room here. And I don't want to pull it out of the bag. Oh, okay. It's just real thin Japanese paper. It was, the package wasn't labeled. It was just it was a pack of paper. But it was part of like a little grouping of Japanese papers that I had because I wanted to try them all out. But it's very similar to rice paper. I mean, if it's not rice paper, I'd be surprised. It's very, very thin, very tissue-like, but very neat to draw on. It's like very, and it gives it kind of a real artsy kind of thing. I like it. I really liked it. Kevin says, "Dragon dem boobs." It's like Cortana and her ride in space. Those should be the titles of each of those little groups. Paul says, "Is that the only zombie cheerleader you did a cover for?" I seem to remember that there was more. There are more. I don't know how many I've done in the past. I'd have to go back into my box, into my little archive back here, and see which ones I have. But there are a couple more covers, and there's a few issues where I did an actual short story in the issue too. So I've done stories for them, and I've done a lot of lettering and coloring. So even if it wasn't a story, like even in this one right here, I didn't draw one of the stories on the inside, but we did the colors and we did the lettering for a few of their stories. So I was really involved with those books when they were coming out. Ken Albury, I'm not Beta, cries in Beta. Kevin says, rice paper, is it any good? With steak? Paul says, good quality paper, but sadly very high in calories. But it contains at least 8 essential vitamins and minerals. All right, let's get over here. Let's see what's happening with Ken's piece tonight, and we'll see if see how much of this fight we can get inked. Yeah, I'm excited about getting caught up. Let's see, one of the ones I'll be caught up with. Let's see, Christopher Bouchard's piece. Once that one is done, I'll be completely caught up with Christopher. When this piece right here is finished, I'll be completely caught up with Ken Behan, not Ken Alpha. So we're doing the work, my friends. We're doing the work of getting caught up. There we go. A little bead of sweat on her forehead there. There we go. She's got a really mischievous look on her face. She's like, I'm gonna kill you with this pillow. And I don't know how in jest she would say that. I mean, we don't call her evil Nira for nothing. She might actually hit you hard enough with a pillow that she could cause some damage. Kevin says, but high in fiber. Agreed. Let's see, but will you ever be caught up with Kenzie or myself? I doubt it. No, we have something known as ongoing projects. You continue to provide me with inspiration and keep on turning the gears of my brain. So we'll be caught up in the sense that we're not late. But there's always going to be more cool ideas to play with. Love it. Yeah, Ken says, God bless underboob. Yes, my friend. The Book of Bill, chapter 3, verse 4. May the Lord bless the underboob. Kevin says it's one of the best things in life. Yes. That pillow is probably filled with bricks. Oh, God. This escalated quickly. Crap. Paul says, no, for real people think, no, for real people think is healthy when it's actually just calories with very little nutrients. Now I read it correctly. No, for real. People think it's healthy when it's actually just calories with very little nutrients. See, I totally agree with you. Yep. That's how it is, man. That's the world we live in, man. I had McDonald's and honeycomb cereal today. I don't think I'm in league with the Surgeon General anymore. Ken says, especially that plastic rice. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's actually kind of scary that they do that. I don't like that they do that. I started finding out about that, and I'm just like, how do you defend yourself against that? I can't go through all of my rice and find out if there's plastic rice in my rice. So that is a scary problem to have. And we do like to eat rice around here, so some rice, some steak. At least I don't get plastic steak. I don't know if I'm getting genetically modified steak. That's a new thing. I want real steak. Pretty soon we'll be able to get some of that moon steak. Everything's going to come from the moon. That's where it's all headed, man. Let's see, Ken Albury says, what did you do on Saturday night? Nothing. Just went online, had some pillow talk with the boys. And technically, see, you wouldn't be lying. Your alibi is secure. Ken Albury. Mighty Geek, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Let's see. Next Easter, draw NIRA-X meeting Jesus. Well, I've had a couple of issues of NIRA that were like similar to Spawn in the sense that there was a religious aspect to the thing, because I was kind of combining like NIRA's actual guardian angel, kind of mixing it up with her because she's the Cyberangel, right? I was trying to mix up some different themes, but I don't know. I didn't want to go the spiritual route. She's more of a science fiction-y character, so I kind of shied away from doing that. I don't know if I'll have her meeting Jesus. I don't think I want to do. I don't want to do anything offensive with religious iconography or like church-related things. We have a big Catholic family, so I got to be careful. I don't want lightning to strike me, my friend. Got to respect the man upstairs, man. I'll have her eating a hollow chocolate bunny though. I'll have her beating the shit out of an actual bunny. Well, not a bunny, but an Easter bunny. Or a dude dressed in an Easter bunny costume. I think I'll do that. I'd be much more comfortable with that. Oh, dude, what if one of her rogues gallery dressed up as an Easter bunny, and that's when she decides to freaking take him down? I don't. You got my mind rolling on different things now. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going now. Let's see. Kevin says he's working on her new bike. I won't say that it may or may not be an alien. Ken says, why not, Mighty Geek? She has sent a few bad guys to see him already. And there has been an issue or two from the 90s where she actually saw all of, like, because there's multiple, you know, realities and different versions of her from different timelines. So she actually saw. I had a panel where she's looking at this hill, and there's like all these tombstones, and basically it was an entire cemetery of just her, like in the different versions of her from different universes. It's kind of crazy. But that's what it is, man. That's what it is. I keep on whittling and carving away at the marble in order to get the statue to emerge from the rock. You know what I mean? So I'm getting better. I'm getting better with it. Dan says Rice-A-Roni got bought out by Mattel, so plastic. I'll give you an extra point for that one. Kevin says, bad guys seeing Jesus? I thought they'd be seeing the other guy. Yeah, I think the other guy, she's defeating bad guys, man. She's defeating bad guys. Paul says, I think he met Nira saying, "Hey, Zeus." That would be cool. Kevin says, Nira biting the head off of a chocolate not a chocolate Jesus. You know what? Jesus lets me draw pictures. He lets me draw Nira, so I'm gonna respect Jesus. He's my guy. He's my guy. I'll destroy some bunnies. As Kevin says, well, she may meet him in private moments. Yeah, you know, I'm sure that Nira prays. It's like her life is difficult. She has like existential crises, more than other people probably, because all the time travel and stuff like that. That's a lot to take in. Mighty Geek says, check out a comic called A Penny for Your Soul. That rings a bell. I never read that one, but I seem to remember that title from somewhere. I might look it up. Paul says, oh, Bill, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm going to have Nira kill the Easter Bunny. Oh, Paul, you see me. You see me as I am.
This is where my allegiance lies.
This is where my allegiance lies. Like the lines in the sand that I draw, it's like I'm obviously a horrible Catholic. Apparently, I need Jesus. Well, I need his help. I call on him often. That doesn't mean I'm overly religious. That just means I realize I need help. Let's see. Mighty Geek says the main characters are Mary Magdalene and the Devil's Daughter. Oh, that's interesting bit of. I see where it's kind of headed. All right. It might be cool to see how they treat them as characters. How they kind of like how they play with the lore, as it were. They creating their own lore with it. Michael says it's a great series. Very cool. Got a thumbs up there. That's good. Got 2 points. I'm gonna have to check it out, dude. Night Phoenix says Doctor Who incorporates religious themes. They do it in weird ways, but they're there. Yep. Yeah, just like I mentioned Spawn before, just because that's like a really obvious one with all the religious imagery and stuff, and obviously, like, you know, with him dying and going to hell and making a deal with the devil to come back and all that sort of stuff. So it's a lot of religious themes are kind of like baked into the story. Poor Al Simmons. He just wanted to see his wife. I wonder if the new Spawn movie is actually going to get made. I would like to see what they do with it. I'll fully admit that the first Spawn movie was not a masterpiece. I mean, it's a product of its time, but I enjoyed it. I really liked it. I still really like it. I just want Todd to draw more. Why can't he draw more stuff? I mean, I get why he doesn't draw Spider-Man all the time. I get that. But, you know, draw more stuff. Yeah, Mighty Geek says religion is easy to incorporate into a good story. I totally agree. I mean, you could really, because religion plays on everything. It's so baked into our culture, and it's so baked into, because we all ask, even if you're not a religious person, you still kind of, you ask the big questions, right? You know, where are you from? Where are you going? I would think that everybody is at least as afraid to die as I am. But, you know, that might not be the case. But I'm certainly afraid to die. And I always, you know, I have my own existential crises and trying to make sense out of things. So, yeah, incorporating religious themes and playing with those ideas is, you know, very easy to see why a lot of people do it. The one thing I'll never claim is that I have all the answers. So try to be respectful to the universe and whatnot. For the little bit that I actually do think that I know. And past that, it's I spend more energy in the gratitude department as opposed to the figuring out who's right and who's wrong department. And I start working from there. And we'll see what happens. There's definitely a lot to talk about, and there's definitely a lot to try and figure out. But I think we're all in the same boat when it comes to that. So draw my happy boobs and try to figure it all out. As he Ken says, I mean, Superman is a Jesus allegory. Oh, 100%. 100%. I do like it when they come with a. That's something I liked about. Well, I liked Christopher Reeve is like my childhood Superman. He's my guy. But Henry Cavill being like the most recent Superman that I'm just like, yeah, he kind of like nailed that. I like the fact that they approached the story with a bit of humility, the fact that he's trying to figure things out, but the Jesus allegory was super strong in the whole movie for sure. My boy, he actually floated in space away from the ship with his arms outstretched. He basically made a cross before he turned around and flew back towards the Earth. I mean, it's all there, dude. Paul says, oh, for sure, no doubt. Let's see, I wonder if it started that way. Kevin says, afraid of dying, but not death. You know, yeah, I don't want to like, I want my last words to be, wait, what? One is the act of and the other is the end result. I don't want it to be painful. Hell no, I don't want it to be painful. You don't want to go through something crazy, that's for sure. You know, Dexter coming after your ass. But let's talk about happier things. Yes. Ken says, hey, so how about that local sports team? I don't know. How about those Knicks? How the Knicks doing? Here, let me get a little swig of water here. Oh, is this wine? I'm sorry. I said I wouldn't talk about religion anymore. It's just water. Don't worry, guys. Let's see. Mighty Geek says the Bible is an untapped gold mine of comic stories. But by the way, Keith, that made Cat laughed out loud.
It wasn't where I thought it was going.
I love it. I love it. You get 2 points. You get 2 points tonight for that one. Kevin says to Paul, yes, they had a panel on the backstory of Superman at San Diego Comic-Con a few years back. It was really good and insightful. Yeah, I bet they brought that up a lot. You know, it's like if you really start taking a character apart and stuff, it's like it's got to come up. It's part of the character. Night Phoenix says Superman is now considered a Jesus allegory, but technically he's a Moses allegory. You know what? That does make sense. That does make a lot more sense. He would be more of a Moses allegory. Granted, like, if Moses had, you know, with Superman having powers the whole time, like, I think that's why they probably just instinctively go straight to Jesus with him, because, like, he's this powerful figure, right?
Yeah, and he always is put in the place of, like, a savior.
Yeah, Cat's right. It's like he's always put in the place of being, like, a savior, and sometimes a reluctant savior. Because remember,
usually a reluctant savior.
Yeah, usually a reluctant savior.
And he doesn't have to, even though he has the power.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. Yeah, and it kind of reminds me of the whole bit of Jesus weeping tears of blood, right? Because he didn't want to go through with he didn't want to go through with the crucifixion. I mean, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to go through that either. So, but it's like, but that reluctance, you know, kind of shows that he was experiencing some humanity. You know, it's like it's humanity that we can identify with. You know. But yeah, I totally agree. Though it's like in a lot of different ways, the Moses allegory kind of works. It works on a lot of different levels for sure. Kevin says, I wonder though, who would get the royalties on those stories? Can you imagine? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you're being sued by God. You took his copyrighted IP. Eternal life wasn't enough for you people. You had to steal my stories too and make up your comic books with my stories. Over here trying to, like, let you guys live a decent life. Let Billy draw boobs on the weekends. That's not enough. It's not enough for you ungrateful people. Let's see. Courtney says, Henry Cavill. Wait, what are we talking about? Yes. I understand. I totally understand. It's fine. That's the most honest thing anybody has said all night. Let's see. Kevin says Cavill was a good Wolverine too. I'm hoping he does some more of the old Wolverine, the Cavalrine. I'm kind of hoping he does that. Maybe it'll still happen. If it's up to Ryan Reynolds, it's definitely going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. As Mighty Geek says, every story in the Bible is public domain. There, we have legal precedents.
Like vampires.
Kevin says, local sports team. The Lingerie Football League. See? I like the way you think. See? Going somewhere happy. Let's see. Paul says, I saw a bumper sticker that said, do you follow Jesus this close? Oh, that is an excellent, it's got some stank on it, but that is an excellent bumper sticker. Damn, I kind of want that bumper sticker. That's like onion. That's got layers. The more you think about it, the more you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Kevin says, just before you rear-ended the driver as you read the bumper sticker. Right. Let's see. And DC has classified Santa as being at the same power level of Superman. Really? Why'd they do that? I mean, Santa is more of a...
He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. He's almost omnipresent.
He's almost,
and then he gets to everybody in the world.
Well,
then he has to shift.
He's either omnipotent, like, which is beyond Superman kind of powers, or he's like more of a magic character, like a magic-based character.
Yeah. Which is even worse, which means now he's a fae. And I'm just like, dude.
Bring me the wizard, known as Santa.
Basically, bring me the wizard.
I want gifts from the wizard.
The warlock.
Bring me my PlayStation. Night Phoenix says, Kal-El means the voice or light of God in Hebrew. Are you kidding me? Did I have to wait until I was old as shit to actually learn that? I didn't know that before. Nobody told me this before, man. I had to wait till Nate said it.
Yeah. Voice of God, light of God, or swift God.
Well, there was a couple of Jewish gentlemen that came up with the whole Superman mythos, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a Hebrew-inspired
part. Yeah.
Because when they made Superman, it was also it was directly against Nazi propaganda. So.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. That makes 100% sense. Yeah, everything about that angle on the character is completely on purpose. It's not like it was happenstance. So it wasn't like they came up with the character and it just happened to be like, oh, check it out. It kind of lines up with this.
Bunch of happy coincidences.
I know, right? But wow, it's that's really cool. That's really cool, Nate. I never looked it up. I never researched it, and I never heard it in an interview or anything. I found that out tonight. Let's see. Mighty Geek says, Keith says, Superman's creators are Jewish. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We have our confirmation from Keith. Ken Albury says, read some Dresden Files, Kat. Santa is a fae. See, Ken? That's what Kat said in the background. Oh my gosh. You and Kat were on the same brain cell. You guys were thinking the same thing. Bring me the wizard. Bring me the red wizard. Bring me the fat wizard. I want a Coke and I want a PlayStation. You've advertised for Coca-Cola, now you'll advertise for me. All right, well, the magic of Underboob is underway. By the way, they've been taking pictures of Earth with a freaking Nikon camera.
We've been talking about this rocket like all day.
I have to look it up because I think they're supposed to be doing their moon flyby tomorrow. And I don't know if that's correct. I was looking at their little, because they got a trajectory thing that you can, part of their NASA website thing where you can look up like their trajectory in real time, and you can kind of like, you can take the spaceship and you can spin it around 360, and you could see the angle of the Earth compared to the angle of the moon and where they're headed with it and all that stuff. So I thought that was fun. I thought it was fun to do that. But I didn't remember when exactly they're doing their moon flyby thing. I realize they got to practice this stuff and get everything right before they actually land on the moon. But I was kind of disappointed they weren't landing on the moon like this time. It's like, come on, man! It's like it's right there. Push him out. Just push him out. But I get it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What I'd like to see is some amateur astrologists, or whatchamacallits. I don't have my science, but I'm drawing boobs, so I'm getting dumber by the minute. But I want to see some amateur astrology, photography guys. I want to see some pictures from here, taking pictures of that freaking rocket as it gets close to the moon. I want to see if anybody can actually capture some images from here, and see if we can actually see them from here. That'd be dope. Let's see. Mighty Geek says Marvel describes Santa Claus as part ice giant and part light elf. That's actually pretty interesting. Kind of like that. You hear that, Guthrie?
Mm-hmm, I do.
That's pretty cool. And it makes a lot of sense considering the zip code. Kevin says light elf. then as opposed to heavy elf. No, light as in light, I'm assuming. Yeah. Then why is he so big and round? Is he all he's stuffed with fluff? Yeah, that's the giant part. He's big and round, so that's the giant part.
We feed him nothing but cookies.
And a light elf just means he emits light. Like it's not that he's not heavy.
Correct. We feed him nothing but cookies, man.
So he's a fat ass nightlight, is what he is. He's a big round nightlight. Let's see. Ken says, speaking of Superman, is there a red kryptonite-like substance that makes Cyberangels more unrestrained? Yeah, I think it's called scotch. Maybe whiskey. I'm not really sure. I haven't played around in that department. Now I know that Thalia, the cyber demon, she's essentially the embodiment of evil. So I mean, she could have, she like have influence, like the same way like a demon would have influence over your choices or something like that. Maybe something like that. Maybe some heightened sense of that sort of thing. But I don't have a straight up red kryptonite item. So we'll have to look into that. We'll have to we'll look on Amazon.com and see if we can find something. Mighty Geek says Thor calls him Jolnir. Jolnir. Is that for real? Because it's like, is that just a play on words with jolly? Jolnir. That's awesome. Kevin says, boobs are okay to draw. They are heavenly orbs. Well, the way I see it, God made them. And I only draw happy boobs. So, content and intent are big in my brain as far as whether something is right or wrong. Granted, there's a big difference between wrong and inappropriate. So, like, I can't wear a bikini at the mall. Granted, I don't think anybody wants me to wear a bikini regardless. But I would wear a swimsuit at the beach, but I won't wear it at the shopping center. Courtney says Malka prefers bourbon. See? I knew I was on the right track. Excellent. Then maybe bourbon it is. Maybe I'll put that into the Cyberangel Bible. I have to start building up little by little. So I'm going to write your name next to it, Courtney. I'm going to say that you're the one that introduced the fact that bourbon affects Cyberangels in a specific way. Night Phoenix. Peach Snoops. Ken says, Cyberangels and bourbon. There you go. That's what it is. They sit down in the reading room of the Citadel and have themselves a nice glass of bourbon. And then before you know it, it's a game of Twister. Kevin says, let's introduce them to pink kryptonite. I think there actually is pink kryptonite, isn't there? I think there's like every color from back in the 40s or 50s or whatever. There was I remember them having a whole bunch of different colors of kryptonite. More than anybody ever asked for. Mighty Geek says Irish whiskey would make Cyberangels more agreeable. I can agree with that. Yes, yes, yes. Kevin says, I like where this line of thinking is going. Ken says, they drink Angel's Envy. I like, that's a cool name. That's a cool name. What part is dipped in the salt? All right, we'll add a little bit more ink to the piece here. Let's see. Well, Night Phoenix says that was supposed to be peach schnapps. Thank you. My goodness. But you know what? Schnoops works too. I got what you were inferring, even though I didn't get it right. So I think we're on the same page. I hope there aren't any bricks in this pillow because that's a bit much. Let's work on Evil NIRA's hair here. There we go. You know, it's funny that we call Evil NIRA Evil NIRA, because by all accounts, she thinks she's just the real NIRA, which they both are. She's just a doppelganger from another parallel dimension. From her dimension, from her perspective, she is NIRA. She wouldn't call herself Evil NIRA, although she is a little evil. So she probably just went with the moniker basically to be sarcastic against our NIRA. They do have a rivalry going on. Let's see, my geek says, let's see 190 proof Irish whiskey plus Cyberangels equals the party of the decade. That would be a hell of a party, I'll tell you that. Night Phoenix says she's like the evil leaper from Quantum Leap. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the idea behind Evil NIRA. We back when Chet and I were, our good friend Chet, we're talking about bringing Evil NIRA into the story. He thinks the same way I do about doppelgangers, which is, just like Michael Knight had an evil Michael Knight, and the thing that made him evil was that he had a goatee. Or how about the mirror version of Spock? He had a goatee too. It's like, if you have a goatee, granted, I didn't want to give Evil NIRA a goatee, so. But what I did was, instead of a goatee, she has black hair instead of white hair, like our NIRA. So that's the one basic difference between the two characters visually, right? So, and of course that the delta on her cheek is on the opposite cheek, so that makes her evil. Evil. But yeah, it's a very 80s, 90s trope, and that's why I love it. That's why I like it. It's my childhood had tropes like that in just about every story. There had to be an evil version or a good guy. So very easy to win me over to incorporate that idea into everything.
And that was first brought up by Chet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Chet. Chet brought up the idea because he was getting commissions of NIRA, and then he was getting commissions of, oh, like what if we had an evil version of NIRA? And then we started actually working on like we should have her do this, we should have her do that. So the reason that she became a big part of the story was because of Chet supporting the studio and chipping in ideas and of course everything that he did to make sure that the studio kept on running and keep the lights on and keep everything updated. Very, very super important with all the things that we were doing here. Okay, just drawing her little pajama bottoms here. That way. There we go. Good. Excellent. And of course, Nira is wearing pajamas that have waffles all over them. That's how we got waffle into the idea. Let's see. Kevin says, "Are we sure somebody simply didn't misconstrue her name of Evelyn and made her sound evil?" That is a cool idea.
That is a cool idea.
I actually like that idea a lot.
Write that down. Write that down.
I'm gonna write
Write that down.
I'm gonna write that down. That could be a cool thing. I like that a lot. I'm gonna write down Kevin next to that one. That's a good idea, Kevin. we might actually incorporate that. That's a good bit of lore because we don't have we haven't had a chance to do a story yet that gets into her origin and just what's different from her origin compared to Nira's origin. So that would be a lot of fun to play around with. Cool. I wrote that down. That's gonna go in the Nira Bible. I'm not evil. Just a little twisted strokes my chin. Like boo. Excellent. I like that. That is a good idea. Some believe it works too well. I wish I could show you guys. I had a bunch of DC cards that I finished recently, but I'm not allowed to show any of it until it's released. So it's almost like I did nothing. And then a couple months from now, you'll be like, hey, when did you draw those cards? Back when I said I wasn't allowed to show you I had cards. There's a lot of projects like that where you can't show off the stuff quite yet. But that is part of the landscape of the land. That's why they call it a landscape. That's a professional term. All right, let's see what we got here. I'll set this right here so you can see it. There we go. Let's see here. Paul says, got to be happy to Kickstarter progress and still time to go. Yeah, I'm really happy with how things are going. And I'm hoping that we can, if we can get, because we still have, like you said, we got a little ways to go yet. So I'm hoping to get like at least another 50 backers. If we could get 100 backers, I'd be really super happy with that. And then the last issue of this mini-series, we're going to do a Kickstarter in July. So we're going to be doing the Kickstarter while we're at San Diego Comic-Con. That's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, so far so good. It's been doing really good. I did a piece of an original piece of artwork yesterday on a live stream. Let me see if I have it here. Yeah, I got it right here. I did this piece, and I put it up in the add-on store earlier today, just in case anybody would like to get it. I did post about it. I posted an update about it because I did get a couple messages of people just asking when I was going to put it in the add-on store. So this is how it came out. I do have a picture of it in the story portion, and it's up there. And I put like $40 on it. Like there's a lot of pages, a lot of interior pages that are on the Kickstarter that I have as add-ons, and most of them are like in that $40 to $50 range, because I wanted it to be like really easy to collect them if you wanted to grab one. So, you know, if you know somebody who would like to check something like that out or anything like that, yeah, it's like, you know, please let them know, you know, or share the link on your social media and all that good stuff. But yeah, so far so good. I'm liking where it's at right now, and hopefully we'll get another bunch of backers in the new week coming up. Ken says she's not evil. She's just drawn that way. Let's see. I have written a chapter in the Book of X, NIRA edition. Yes. Let's show them. We won't say anything. I can't. Let's see. If she was drawn that way, wouldn't we see more of the fun side? Look at those tentacles. Yeah. I filled the page up with tentacles. I had to, mister. Couldn't help myself. Yeah, we'll make sure we get our hair straightened out here. We'll get a little expression on NIRA's face. Let's see. We got to draw the waffles. Let's see. Let me get close here so that way you can. We got to draw the waffles on her pajamas. To honor Waffle, we have put waffles all over their pajamas. This is a very waffle-centric piece. This is going to be a fun one to make sure we put some color on this one and post it up on the Patreon page. This will be nice. See, Kevin says, I don't see that in the add-ons. I guess somebody got it already. Oh, that's possible. There's not an easy way for me to check it while we're actually streaming. So I'll check it after we're done streaming for tonight. I'll give it a double check. Let's see, let me try my other brush. Now we're filling in larger areas. Plus, I like how the squeezing some more ink here. There we go. I like how the brush does a little texture for the hair. Gotta make her hair look cool, dude. Can't have these girls mad at me. There we go. Almost there, almost there. Be doing a L'Oreal commercial here in a minute. The difference is mink. Yeah, a little bit of dry brush effect that you get with that. It's like it makes the hair look cool. I like that. Well, let's see. I do see. Oh yeah, it did go up by one. That's cool. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. There we go. There's my little share screen. That's where we are right now. It's like 87 backers so far. 55. We're doing really good. What's really fun? I was really excited because we unlocked the second. We unlocked the second stretch goal, so we get to have the. Let me see if I can. Oh, I can't zoom up on it. Oops. Here we go. There we go. We get to have the Zen sticker. I'm a sucker for die cut stickers. And then we also get to have the NIRA-X sticker. So we still got to work on Sammy the drunk seahorse slug, who apparently used to be a successful bounty hunter back in the day. And then we have Gigi. We've got the Gigi die cut sticker. I got to make some way of making that happen. So it's all good, all good. Let's see, Kevin says, I don't see that in add-ons. Okay, yeah. And then Courtney says, happy anniversary to Ken. Happy anniversary, guys. Awesome. And just wait till Nira's birthday comes up. There's somebody around here has got the same birthday as our girl Nira. Let's see. Let's start drawing. Speaking of Nira, let's start drawing Nira's face, her face. Yeah, happy anniversary, guys. That's so cool. Live right here. Please, everybody, wish Ken and Courtney a happy anniversary. That is so cool. Our resident Cyberangel herself. And don't forget, Ken runs the Cyberangel Citadel. Girls wouldn't be able to relax at the Citadel if it was for Ken. There we go. Ken says, right back at you, baby. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. Courtney says 21 years. That's amazing. That's awesome, guys. Much love to you guys. That is so dope. We were married at 10, apparently. Night Phoenix says happy anniversary. Very, very cool. Paul says happy anniversary. Very cool. Ken says thank you. Courtney says thank you, guys. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad this is a special Saturday episode. I'm so glad you said something. That's awesome. That makes me super happy. Kevin says 21 years, you can legally drink now. Well, you know, you play the long game and you win at the end is what it is. All I have here at the moment right now is water, but I will cheer you guys. I'll be like up to the camera. There you go. Here we go. Cheers. That's awesome, guys. I'll pretend it's bourbon. Ah, cool. Dan says happy anniversary. Very, very cool. That's excellent. Love it. All right, well, this is where we are with this piece of artwork. This is Ken Behan's piece. Let me put my pens over here. Got my other pen over here. Make sure I don't drop anything off my desk. So these are the two pieces that we worked on tonight for a little bit. Pull this back here like this, that way you guys can see the artwork okay. Excellent. And then I was also pulling out Christopher's piece too, because we're getting pretty close to finishing Christopher's piece too. So I'm hoping this week. I really wanted to do it this past week, but it kind of ran over a little bit. But this week I'm going to make it a point to finish that one. That's going to be good. All right, guys, let me put this artwork away for the moment, and we can think about doing a little art auction to end the evening. Oh, thanks, dude. Unhinged in the house. What's up, dude? Say he's looking awesome. Thanks, man. We're going to be doing a couple of art auctions, our midnight art auctions. I'll show off all three. We got three different packages with some three different little categories here to auction off. So I'll let you guys know what everything is here. So first we have this inked dragon that comes with a vampirella that is censored for safety reasons. Then we have our cyber dolphin here. I like to do these kind of drawings. It comes with a Cortana, which is also censored for your safety. And then we've got a cyber mermaid drawn on this really, really thin rice paper. It's Japanese paper. I had a pack of it. It's not labeled. I'm pretty sure it's rice paper, but it's like a whole pack of this paper, but it's like I didn't have a label on it actually, but it's like really fancy Japanese. So I guess I drew it with a red ink brush, and it also comes with a Mandy pinup book. It's got Mandy inside, a lot of different artists, including myself. There's nude pieces in here, and an issue of Zombies versus Cheerleaders. This one I just happened to do the cover, and I think I did like a lot of lettering and coloring on the inside, but it's a little anthology, different artists. It's a fun book, tongue-in-cheek kind of affair. So let me see. I'll put this off to the side for a second, like this. Keep that safe, and then I'll just put up. We'll do them one at a time. Yeah, let's see. Kevin says, "Good thing comes in breast packages." Paul says, "Dolphin is a cyberfish." The debate is over. I'm with you, dude. All right, let me see here. Let me get rid of some things on my screen that I don't need to have there. I'll just throw up this little banner. This is going to be the dragon set. I showed you all three because I just like, if you like one more than the other, it's like I didn't want you to bid on one if something else came up that you like better or something like that. So we're going to give it 5 minutes on the clock. And then after that, I'll do a 10-second countdown in the pop-out chat. There we go. Let me find the pop-out chat. Let me find out where I'm at. Okay, there you go. It's almost like I've never done this before. Oh, lovely. I know how to press buttons. And if somebody bids on it, that's cool. If not, that's totally cool. The only rule really is that you when you put up a number, just type in the word bid next to your number. So that way I just I know that it's a real bid. And then when I do the 10-second countdown, I do hop out into the live chat. If you go up to the top of your chat on YouTube, it says top chat. If you click on that, you get a little drop down window that says live chat. So that way everybody is in the same thing and we're all synced up and we're using the same list. Christopher Bouchard in the house. Thank you so much, dude. Got $25 bid from Christopher. Awesome. Thanks, dude. And we'll let this go for 5 minutes. So 12:18. We are going to call it and do a 10-second countdown. Kevin says, I will bid one bid. That's cool, man. I will still write it down. I respect your dollar. Hell yeah. Chris Dehan in the house. What's up, dude? 27 reasons to bid. Thanks, dude. Michael in the house with 30. Thanks so much, dude. Christopher Bouchard in the house coming back strong. Says mine for bid 50. I forbid you. You're awesome, dude. Thanks so much, man. Ken says that dragon is the evolved form of Sammy, the drunk sea slug. I know, right? That was probably him, like in the old days, right? Like in his prime. Chris Dehan back. Still can't drive. 55 bid. Awesome, dude. Kevin says you forbid him. That's pretty good. Thank you, Ken, for honoring Chet this evening with Christopher Bouchard in the house with 60. Thank you so much, dude. It is tradition to honor Chet with Chris Dehan coming back with 63. 63 and me bid. Thanks, dude. Kevin says, I feel the and I will embrace how it makes me feel. So, Lee. Christopher Bouchard coming back with 65. Thanks, dude. Awesome, awesome. A little less than 3 minutes to go. Chris Deanne says, better late at 68 bid. Awesome, dude. Thank you. Paul coming in with 66 calories of grain of rice bid. Chris Dehan still with the high hand in the house currently. But I'll write down your 66, my friend. Christopher Bouchard with 83. Thanks, dude. It's a good race. It's a good race. Feels good, man. Feels good. Ha! Chris Dehan with the boob bid. You are awesome, dude. Traditions are secure, my friend. However, Christopher Bouchard still with the high hand at 83. So 83 is still the high hand currently in the house. But I had to write down the boob bid, dude. That's tradition. I know. I was thinking the same thing. Dude. All right, currently sitting at 83. We have less than 1 minute left to go, and then I'll be hopping out into the chat with everybody and doing a 10-second countdown. If you interrupt me during the countdown, it'll be an interruption. I'll stop. I'll write down whatever bids are there, and then we'll continue the countdown and work it down to 0. Courtney says boob bid is a great anniversary gift. Thank you, Chris. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, high hand currently sitting at 83. And it is time, my friends. Okay, I won't be able to write things down, or at least as quickly. So the interruptions, I'll just stop and I'll put them up on the screen. Help me keep an eye on things. And we're going to count this thing down, starting with 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We have an interruption here. Chris Dehan in the house. Oh, we have another intro. Chris Dehan came in with 84. Michael came in with 90. Thank you, dude. All right, we left off at 4. Continuing on with 3, 2, 1. Marking it 000 to mark it as sold. And here we go, guys. And it is sold. Okay, let me scroll up real quick, make sure that I didn't miss anything popping in. Please, everybody, congratulate Michael. That was amazing right there at the end with a 90 bid. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Michael is the winner of this round. I'm gonna write that down real quick for you, and let me put a little post-it note on your piece with your name. Make sure that we know that this one is yours, my friend. Awesome, awesome. Way to go, guys. Kevin says, congrats on the steal. Awesome, awesome. Christopher Bouchard says, congrats. Very, very cool. Chris Dehan says, congrats. Michael says, thank you. Excellent, excellent. You guys did awesome. That was fun, dude. That was fun. Let me put this piece back here. We'll keep that safe for you, dude. Very, very cool. All right, we've got the next one up, which is our Cortana package. So I'll write this down real quick before we get started on anything. Let's see, what time is it now? It's 12:20, so 12:25, we will call it and do a 10-second countdown like we did on the last one. Very cool. Night Phoenix Press says, congrats. Excellent, dude. Kevin says, I will bid a great big 1. All right. Thank you, Kevin. I'm going to write down that $1, get things rolling. Thank you, dude. Christiane says, I forbid it. Dehan with 4, with 4. Thank you so much, dude. Michael coming in with 25. Thanks, dude. Awesome. The 4 bid. All right, the high hand right now is at 25. That's Michael's bid right now. Christiane says, I like that one. LOL. Awesome, awesome. I'm going to put the camera up like this just a little bit so you can get to see a little bit more of the artwork. There we go. I'll put it like this. There we go. Kevin says, looks like your 4 bid was beaten, bashed, and skipped. All right, Christy Hand in the house. Got a date at 28 with the bid. 28. Thank you, dude. That's a good one. Got a date at 28. That's an extra point for that one. I like that one. I am sure. I am sure. All right, the high hand currently sitting at 28 for the Cortana package. Kevin is saying he still didn't bid though. I got it, but he says got a date at 28, and the 28 has the word bid next to it, so it looks like a bid. It looks like a bid. Let's see, 2 minutes left to go. All good in the hood, my friend. Selective blindness. This would be amazing if it went for 28. That would be a good steal of the evening. Paul back in the house. Average age of a dolphin 29. Bid. Thanks, Paul. I like how you're thinking outside the box. This is good. This is good. Michael coming in strong with 35. Thanks, dude. Kevin says stealing will be punished. All right, less than 1 minute left to go. Christiane says second date at 38. Excellent. 38, currently the high hand in the house. Less than a minute left to go. Looking at the clock, as soon as it turns 12:25, we're going to jump out and do the 10-second countdown. It is time, my friends. All right, let me jump out to the pop-out chat. Currently 38 is the high hand in the house. Wait, Paul is in here with 50 kilograms average dolphin weight, 50 bid. Paul with a $50 bid. Thank you, dude. Meaning of life 42 bid from Kevin. Ah, so close. So close. I know. All right, starting the 10-second countdown now with 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We got an interruption at 5. Chris Dehan in the house with 54. Thank you, dude. Continuing the countdown now from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Marking it sold at 000, and it is sold. All right, let me scroll up real quick. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see, Michael came in with 60, and Kevin right before the 000, actually quadruple zero, 69. Kevin, please, everybody congratulate Kevin. He was the big winner with 69 and the traditionary 69. Awesome, dude. Yep, you got it in right before the buzzer. Chris Dehan came in right after the buzzer with the same 69. Michael says, nice steal. Yeah, when it gets down to the 3, it's like I don't see your thing pop up until I actually get to the sold. So it's like whoever gets it in there before I can get to the end. Kevin says no puns. Had to type fast. Thanks. I had to make 69 a winner. You did, dude. You did. You have honored the 69. Christopher Bouchard says congrats. Very, very cool. Paul says no time for puns. Dr. Jones. Chris Dehan says congrats. Awesome. Night Phoenix says congrats. Ken says congrats. Paul says congrats. So awesome, guys. Kevin says thanks. Short round. But Dr. Jones. Awesome. All right, let me get a little post-it note here for you, my friend. Make sure this goes on here so I keep you safe. There we go. Set it right there. All right, we've got our last groupings, our last grouping of the evening. This will complete our Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, we've got the Cyber Mermaid, but we've also got 2 issues here. We've got the Mandy pinup book with Dean Eagle's Mandy. We've got Zombie versus Cheerleaders, and on fancy thin paper. I really like it. All right, let me see. We're going to call this the Cyber Mermaid. It's almost 12:30, so we'll just say 12:35. We'll just let this go for 5 minutes. It's been so fun, dude. You see how I kind of keep track of the race as it goes along. But once I hop on into the pop-out chat, I can't write anymore. So, all right, here we go. Ken Zazer is in the house with 21 years bid. Thank you, dude. Got you down. Chris Dehan in the house with 24 more bid. More bid. I like that. Nice. Christopher Bouchard says driving fast and furious bid 55. Hell yeah. Love it, dude. Chris Dehan back in the house with 60. Thank you so much, dude. Kevin says, I didn't even get in a 1. You didn't get your single dollar in there. You're supposed to push it. All right, Christopher Bouchard back in the house with 69. Thank you, dude. Traditions are secure. 69 and the boob bid. Those are the strong traditions here. Awesome, dude. Awesome. 69 currently the high hand in the house. Doing excellent, my friends. Yeah, we still got 4 minutes left. There's plenty of time. All good in the house. You know, I'm trying to remember which ones, because I think I actually lettered and colored like more than a few stories in this book. There's some issues where I've actually drawn the stories and colored and lettered them, but there's a lot of stories here that I did the coloring and lettering for other people's stories. But I was super happy doing that cover though. That was a fun cover. There's a lot of nude pinups inside the Mandy pinup book. I think this particular piece is actually in there as a nude cover, or as a nude pinup inside too. I have to remember, I gotta flip through the inside of it and see if that one is actually inside too. A lot of cool artists. All right, less than 3 minutes left to go. We're gonna call this one at 12:35. Christopher's currently got the high hand in the house at 69. Honoring the 69 tradition. Now, for anybody who's watching the show afterwards, maybe you haven't joined us on a Saturday night before for our art auctions. Try to say that fast 5 times in a row. It's really easy as far as like participating. We all try to get into the YouTube live chat, so that way we're all synced up with the same chat. Sometimes if you're watching from Facebook, there's like this delay and it kind of messes up. You're not synced up as well as you could be. So if you throw in a bid or if you throw in a comment, sometimes a comment will be completely lost. So joining us on the YouTube channel is the best way to watch. And if you do win a piece, basically just typing bid next to your number is the only real rule that we have. And then if you do happen to win a piece, very simple, you're just sending a PayPal or a Venmo off to me as a PayPal at billmossart@gmail.com, or just a Venmo at billmossart, and just including your mailing address and stuff, and that's basically all there is to it. Kevin says, "Join us, join us." Points a finger at a horrible sound slips from my mouth. We try to do this every Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And this is how we chill out. This is how we wrap up Saturday night, and then, wish everybody well and, enjoying their Sundays, enjoying the rest of the weekend. This is a good little thing to do on a Saturday night. Kind of chill out after a busy day, right? All right, less than 1 minute left to go, and we'll jump out, do the 10-second countdown. We'll see where we are. All right, I'm getting ready to pop out and join you guys in the pop out chat. That way we're all synced in together. And it is time, my friends. All right, going to start the countdown, and we'll see where we go from there, starting with 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Marking it 000 to mark it as sold, and it is sold, my friends. All right, let me scroll up real quick to see what we got. Oh, Michael, at the last minute, you got it right after the sold, my friend. You got it right after the sold. So it looks like the winner tonight is Christopher with 69. Awesome, dude. Please, everybody, congratulate Christopher. Let me write down his thing here. Just a little bit too late, my friend. Just a little bit. But I see the sniper. I see you in the trees. And I don't even see it pop up on my screen until it's like way after. It's so funny how the delay is. Thank you so much, dude. Mystery box. Kevin says congrats. Christopher Dehan says congrats. Very, very cool. Ken says congrats. Kevin says, I see it as before the 000. It's before the 000 on, if you're not in the live chat. If you look at the live chat, if you click on the top of your YouTube chat thing, it says top chat. We all have to be in the live chat. Exactly. Yeah. It's like Ken says, mine shows. That's why we all have to click on live chat, so that way we all see the same exact chat. Paul says, well, Bill, it's before the 000. What is official? The live chat on the YouTube channel. The live chat on the YouTube, that's the one that I use in order to determine. So that way I make sure that we're all synced in together. Night Phoenix says congrats, but who is exactly Mandy? Mandy is a character created by Dean Yeagle. If you want to look up Dean Eagle, he's really a famous artist. He did a lot of cartoons like in Playboy magazine, and he designed the little honeybee from the Cheerios box, and he's done like a million different things. Yeah. Christopher says Bill Mitch won. He got it before the Michael won. He got it before the 000. Kevin says I am live. Oh wow. Ken says, I'm in a live chat and it shows before. Does it show before? Mine shows right after. If everybody agrees that Michael is the winner, I will count Michael as the winner, but it has to be everybody. Because mine actually shows, I could take a little screenshot and show you guys. Yeah, screen grab it. Yeah, for sure. We need an instant replay. I know, right? Night Phoenix says, wow. Christopher Bouchard says, Michael actually won. Okay, then Michael is the winner. If enough people saw it that way, I'll show you a screen grab of my thing. So that way you see what I'm seeing. But if all of you are seeing it slightly differently, that's totally cool by me. Let me I don't know. Let me see if I could share the screen. Ooh, I think I can share it. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Check this out, guys. See what it looks like? This is what it looked like for me. See at the very top, it says live chat. And then at the bottom, the 000, and then Michael's bid came in at 80. Now, if all of you are seeing that he came in right before the 000, and all of you agree that Michael won, I am 100% okay with that. I'm totally cool with that. But everybody has to agree. That's all. I just want to be sure. And even Christopher is saying that Michael won. So Michael, let's everybody congratulate Michael, because that's the overwhelming consensus right now. Everybody else in your live chat, you saw it before the 000. Yeah, it's right before the 000. Yeah, you see how it looks on my screen? Please, everybody, congratulate Michael. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm glad you guys are keeping the system honest. You know what I mean? Because it's showing me one thing and it's showing everybody else something else. So if everybody else sees it as Michael being the winner, then let's go ahead and congratulate Michael as being the winner. That's cool. That's cool by me. Thank you, dude. You guys are awesome. Making sure that everything stays on the up and up. Let's see. Kevin says, wow, you mean I could have missed the winning bid because I did that too? Oh no, I completely, it's like since I'm getting that from everybody, I totally 100% believe you guys. I would never not believe you guys. Night Phoenix says, congrats to Michael. Very cool. Christopher Bouchard says, congrats to Michael. Awesome. Mighty Geek says, congrats to Michael. Paul says, well, Bill, if you don't want the higher bid. That's why I wanted to be sure that everybody agreed, and also that that everybody sees the bid different than I do. Because here's this is the way the live chat looks for me. The 000 came first, and then Michael's bid came in right after. So that's why I was thinking that. But it came in differently for everybody else. I 100% believe you guys. So Michael is definitely the winner. But that's why I need everybody's help to keep their eye on the chat, because this is a weird little glitch, right? Dan said, yes, that's what it shows for me. Mike, before the 000. See, everybody sees it before the 000. And for some reason, I see it directly after. You know what it is? It's maybe it came in so close to me typing it. You know what I mean? Very, very cool. Yeah, congrats on the 2 wins. You did really good, dude. That's awesome. Awesome. Mighty Geek says that's what I see. Very cool. Very cool. Nah, we're all simpatico here. It's all good. Mighty Geek says before the 000. Absolutely. Michael says mine also showed before the 000. I was waiting for Bill's judgment, and you know what? That's why I need the group. That's why I need you guys. So the most synced that we could possibly be is being in that same live chat, and you could see what happened tonight is like for some reason mine shows after, but everybody else's shows that it's before. So it's absolutely correct that you guys are in the right. But it's all good. It's all good. That's why we like to double check. Paul says that is wild. That like a photo finish with a backwards camera. You guys are awesome, dude. I'm glad you guys were keeping an eye, and that and that's the reason. Like I said, that's the reason I need you guys to help me. Because if there's a little glitch like this, then we need to make a ruling, and I think we made the absolute correct ruling because everybody sees Michael as the winner in that round. All right, let me set this here. I'm going to put the bounty up for the night, so I can show everybody what was won tonight. Michael's got 2 bounties tonight. Awesome. Congratulations, dude. Paul says, can let a guy not have his threesome. Hey, Genuine Comics in the house saying hello, Bill. Very, very cool. Greetings to the chat as well. Thanks, dude. I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight, man. From the other side of the earth, saying hello. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, we're just about to wrap up. We had a little art auction here at the end of our draw stream, and we're doing a bunch of episodes where I'm catching up on all of the work that I'm behind on, which are pieces that have already been spoken for, but I still need to ink them. So that's what I'm working on during our draw stream. And then at the very end, we go ahead and have a fun auction, and we all hang out together, and it's a good time. It's a good Saturday night. I look forward to it every Saturday. I hope you can come out and join us every once in a while, because it's fun. We have fun. Very cool. Christopher saying hello. Kevin says, hey, I ruined a threesome with my 69. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, man. Well, you guys, this was an awesome Saturday. Everybody did so good. Kevin, Michael, I know that you guys already know how to do the PayPal thing and all that good stuff, so I'm not going to worry about that. We just had a good time, dude. And we kept the thanks, Michael. I appreciate that, dude. Super happy everybody got to hang out and spend a Saturday night with me. Christopher says, mystery box, shame on you for messing up the threesome. You guys are awesome. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm exhausted. I'm ready for a snack. I think I'm going to go and grab some cookies or something. I'm going to go and grab myself a snack and chill out for a few minutes. This was a great night. Mighty Geek says Michael beat you to the send button by literally a fraction of a second. So close. Like 99% of the time, the live chat stays synced up like the way that it should be. And if we didn't do it that way, it's actually worse. So I'm glad that everybody keeps their eyes open, and that way we can make sure that the rulings are fair and exactly what they should be. So I'm super happy with how everything turned out tonight. You guys are always cool. And you know what? I think I'm gonna call it for the evening. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the weekend. Enjoy your Sunday, and I'll probably be live streaming a little bit throughout the week because we're still promoting our Kickstarter and making sure that the Zen book gets a little bit more support. Thank you, dude. You have a nice Easter too, man. Thanks for popping in for a minute. Awesome. Christopher says it's all good. There's always next weekend. Bill, can I see? Oh yeah. Let me. There we go. One last look at Julie's strain before we leave for the evening. And it's gonna be my mission. We're gonna see about getting her finished this week. Michael, have a good night, my friend. Yep, I'm going to be signing off right now. I'm going to go ahead and play the credits so that way we can all say goodnight. Thank you so much, everybody. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we're gonna do it again. We'll see you again next week, unless something pops up, and I'll see you then. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Seattle.